So Burns already shared her daily regimen. She has more than I do. That's why she has nice skin. So of course we have different style, different, daily regimens and whatnot, because like what Melissa and Rochi said, different faces, different structure, different whatever you may want to call it. I'm not really familiar with that. All I know is that I'm just gonna sit here and they put my makeup on. So for Rochi and Melissa, what can you advise us? What are the daily regimens for oily skin and for dry skin?
Okay, Jenny, mine is actually a combination skin.
Oh,
My
that's
skin
good.
is yeah, because I got like really oily spots and then dry spots as well. So for me, I usually start with a pore cleanser, which we got it from Beauty Counter, because I also break out in some parts of my face, because I think it's hormonal now because I'm in my 40s, because I
Mm-hmm.
never had pimples until I was 39 years old.
Yeah.
And then when I asked a dermatologist and also my esthetician, she said, I think it's the hormones.
Yeah, I know,
but
right?
usually now I know when it's that time of the month that we will
Mm-hmm.
start. But it's not like huge. It's just like a few in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I made sure I had that a nice cleanser for actually it's for acne in
Mm-hmm.
Beauty Counter. And then after that I have a toner, and then I use serums because I have dark spots for from where the pimple, after it dried up and everything, so it has some dry
Is it the
spots in there.
marks?
Yes.
Okay.
And also I had those marks because when I had my kids, they're all 2 years apart, so it's
Mhm.
hormonal that I have like dark spots.
Or pigmentation, changing of
Yes,
pigmentation.
it is the pigmentation of that. So I use my favorite, which is a resurfacing peel that I use like every other day on that one. And then I also have a brightening serum for that as well. And then recently I started using something for another serum, and it's for wrinkles. Because I'm
Oh.
noticing I'm starting have lines in some spots, which I never do before, but I'm like, I think it's not going away. It's not from when I was sleeping. So
Yeah.
I started adding that, and then a good moisturizer. And you know
Mm.
what? Sunscreen. Because
Yeah.
before I never use sunscreen. I used to, I know she's going to be upset with me, Melissa, but when I was in my teenage years, I would just go swim
Yeah.
or stay in the sun for like
Yes.
5 hours and burn.
Me
So,
too.
so I think that's also what they told me. Now you got the brown spots because of that. It's not just your hormones. So I started using the sunscreen as well in the morning. And then in the evening, I use like a thicker anti-aging moisturizer as well. And you know what?
Oh.
It really makes a difference. Because if I don't do that for like a week, I would see my face is starting uh, to become dehydrated. See,
Yeah.
that's a bit different. Maybe Melissa will tell you about dehydration
Yeah.
and oiliness. Because some people say I don't need moisturizer because
You're
it's my
oily.
face
Yeah.
is oily. No, there's something for hydration, right?
Okay. I have a question, Arachi. So,
Mhm.
like, how many minutes a day, or you have to spend time for that?
Actually, it's not as because like I usually take a shower at night. So when
Mm-hmm.
I shower, I use my cleanser in there already, but usually it's the last one because I know some people they say they wash their face first and then they
Yeah.
would shampoo and then conditioner.
Yeah.
Don't do that because the conditioner will go on your
Yes.
face
Yeah.
and it will block your pores.
Oh,
So
good.
that's the last thing, the face will be the last one I wash. And then
Oh,
after I, hmm?
that's
Yeah,
good.
and then after I get out of the shower, I got my, while I bundled my hair, I just put my toner, which is about like 2 seconds, 3 seconds,
Okay.
because it's just in a cotton pad, and then the serums, which takes about, yeah, it's just probably like less than 2 minutes. It's just that
Okay.
you have your products and you just let it put it in
Sit.
there because some people think it's complicated. We're not like, because I know most people Instagram, they would tell you like that one. But I think that's I would say it's just probably a marketing that they're
Yeah,
doing.
I think so
But
too.
yeah, but usually about like 2 to 5 minutes is done because most products are easily absorbed by the skin.
Okay. Thank you, Rochi, for sharing that. And Melissa, can you share us something too?
Sure. So one thing I want to remind people about is why estheticians are important. It's like going to the dentist.
Ooh.
You're not going to not brush your teeth and then go to the dentist and say, please cure my ailments. It's the same thing with skin. Like Roshi was saying, you have to maintain it.
Mm.
And then you go to an esthetician for your deep cleaning, like you would go to a dentist. So you still have a lot of maintenance to do at home, just like when you brush your teeth, right? So 80% of good skincare happens at home.
Oh, okay.
It really does come down to, it's like going to the gym. Are you going to put the time in? And once you get into a routine, once you really start understanding your body and how your skin responds to what you eat, what you drink, then it becomes easier. So if you're not into your skin and you want to, know that in the beginning, it might be an investment of time, but once you start doing it daily, you'll get better and quicker at it. And you'll get to know your skin. You might be, a lot of clients come in and say, well, I'm dry. Okay, well, what did you use to wash your face? Let's start there. Soap. Okay. If we can start getting you to use a cleanser, toner, and moisturizer just to start with, right? Come back in a month. Let's still see if you consider yourself dry. So before you claim you're a certain skin type, you have to use the proper products to be, and then say, okay, well, now I want to work on this. Like Rochi was saying, she wanted to work on her wrinkle. Okay, she's got a good routine. She's not using soap anymore. She's staying out of the sun. Okay, we got her to cleanse, tone, and moisturize twice a day. That's a huge step. A lot of people can only do little steps at a time. Mm-hmm. So then the next time when you discuss with your esthetician, I've been so good, I've been cleanse, toning, and moisturizing, and you know what? I'm not as dry as I thought, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so, but I'm still dry. All right, well, how about adding some serums to your regime? Mm-hmm. Hyaluronic acid, anything that's going to help with keeping the moisture in your skin, right? So now we add a serum. Then you might come in or go visit your esthetician the next month. How is everything going? Oh my gosh, it's great. Okay, but my eyes, they look a little dry. Okay, well, what are you using for an eye cream? So you kind of build yourself up to that where you're cleansing, toning, serums, moisturizer. Then once I get my clients on that, I say, okay, let's talk about your moisturizers. Now, you have your daytime, that's SPF. What are you doing at nighttime? Okay, so that's when you want to do your exfoliation, your rest. When your skin is resting at night, that's when you want to do some treatments, right? Your night cream. So then when the client comes back, so you see how this could be, how you have to build a relationship. You have to in the groove here. So then, okay, well, what are you doing? Are you masking? It's summertime. You're going to the beach a lot. Maybe a nice, like, cooling and healing kind of mask will be good. You don't want to come home from the beach and throw on a clay mask.
Wow. I really like that. So, Melissa, so what's your skin type? And because Rochi here, she's mixed. So what's your skin type and what is your daily regimen? Personally, what you're using?
Okay. So I first want to start off by telling you I'm definitely combination. Most people are a combination.
Oh, good to know.
There's no such thing as a normal skin type. Very rare. So for me, and I'm a huge proponent of this, I alternate what my skincare goals are personally. So if I'm combating aging, I'm using aging products. If I'm combating my hyperpigmentation, so for example, I have makeup on right now, but yes, I have hyperpigmentation underneath my eyes And as we age, our skin takes longer to heal. So earlier you heard Rochi mention that, you know, you have one little acneic breakout, it's going to cause a scar and it takes so much longer to heal. You'll notice that with your own children when they have an injury to their skin, it heals rapidly. As we age, just like our metabolism,
No, that's too much.
it slows down, right? So the healing process slows down. And so it can cause hyperpigmentation. I do alternate depending on what my skincare goals are. Now for the summertime, I'm not going to be focusing on my hyperpigmentation. I'm going to be at the beach. I'm not going to be doing a lot of peeling in the summertime because you need to stay out of the sun, right? So usually around this time of the year, I'm focusing on hydration, just kind of calming, because I personally peel my skin a lot during the fall and the winter. I'm doing deep exfoliation during fall and winter.
I like that.
So right now I do your basic regime. I do my cleansing, toning, serums, moisturizers. Before I came on today, I had my eye pads on. I had a neck mask on. Very hydrating, very moisture retention kind of. As we age too, it's huge that your skin dries out as you age.
Yeah, nice. Thank you for sharing that.
I have a question. So, what do you think about glycolic acid for skin healing?
Yeah. Glycolic, there's lactic, there's malic, there's all kinds of acids. You really should work with your esthetician. There are some people who go on Amazon, and it's true, you can go and order these things and put them on yourself. So you need to work your skin up. So for example, you can't just decide you're going to come in and I want a 20% peel or 30%. No, you don't know how your skin is going to react to that. So I'm a proponent for peeling, but with someone who's monitoring your skin, because if you go and you peel your skin, right? Think of an orange and you're peeling your skin. And if you're not trained to heal that skin, you're just opening, it's like a free-for-all. You have to learn that, yes, glycolic, all those acids are great for you, but the healing process is just as important. And so that's when you want to stick with healing serums and moisturizer, and making sure you're not rubbing and exfoliating even more.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge proponent of it as long as you're educated about it. And different companies have so many. Some companies label their products a peel. It's not really a peel. Like if it's an enzyme, if you're using enzyme, they can still call it a peel. Well, it's a surface level peel. So there's all different levels of peelings as well.
What are the advantages of peeling?
Oh my gosh. Everything. It helps acne. It helps aging. It helps hyperpigmentation. It really is an overall. So here's another thing about aging. You guys are really not going to like aging after this.
I like the peeling.
Yeah, the peeling sounds good.
Peeling is just, it's kind of like cell phones. I can't picture my life without a cell phone. I can't picture my life without peeling.
Oh my God.
That's
Your face, baby.
I'll tell you why I like peeling as well. It's non-invasive. It's not using Botox. It's not using injections. It is non-invasive. And I have not done anything to my skin with any kind of injections or anything that's, my strategies are all non-invasive techniques, non-invasive strategies, right? So your skin, when you're younger, sheds, I guess, about 28 days. As you age, so for example, I'm 43 years old. It takes my skin 43 days to shed.
So I'm 44 years old. So 44 days?
Yep.
Right. So the reason why peeling is important is because it helps you get rid of the stuff. It's like a snake skin. Get rid of that and then look at glowing skin after that. So
Does it matter like how long you let the peel, like the acid, stay on your face?
it depends which company you're going with. There are peels that you have to take off. There are peels that are self-neutralizing. So again, there's just so many options out there. You really need to know what you're putting on. My skin can handle a lot because I'm used to it.
Mhm.
There are clients who I come in, I put an enzyme in, and they're, it's prickly. They're not used to that sensation. They don't want you putting 4 layers of a peel on. They're not ready for it.
Nice. Okay.
Can you guys talk about your products and maybe what you offer in terms of the skin lines or skincare products that you guys, your products to your own company's products?
That okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good. So I'll answer Irina. There you go. So what I'm using for my skincare is actually Beauty Counter. So for those people who are not familiar with Beauty Counter is a company that proponents safer type of skincare, because as I've mentioned before, the skincare industry is not as what do you call this? It's not as transparent, with their ingredients or whatever you put in it. So with Beauty Counter, this company is one of those that says we want to change the industry and make it more transparent, because you know what, we want to know what we buy and what we put in our skin. So Beauty Counter is a brand that I use because as a food allergy mom, I've seen the difference of knowing what's really in it and what I really want to, what I put in my skin. So that's what I love about Beauty Counter, because it's not only like, it's not just like a greenwashing company. It actually invites other brands to start disclosing what their products are. Actually, Beauty Counter is the only company that goes to Washington, D.C. and lobbies for better laws on skincare or the beauty industry.
Wow.
Because, for us, it's like we want to know what's in it. And we deserve to know what's in it. So, everybody has choices in their makeup, but at least we know what we're putting in our body.
Yes, that you have a choice whether you want to purchase that or not, that you have your own decision to make. So whatever happens, you are not really liable. And then you have like people like you that we can ask and, confide with. I mean, you
Yes.
guys are professional when it comes to beauty stuff. And like me, I don't know anything about that. My sister, she's a makeup artist. She sells makeups. She's really good. Anne Rochi, Anne's best friend when they were in grade school. So so that's why I met Rochi. But you see, with someone like me who doesn't know anything about makeup, I will just like put them all here. But then I'm vegan, so / kind of vegetarian. So you're right with the cheese. I eat a lot of cheese, and I think it's not just about the cheese. I think it's more of like the salty food.
Yeah.
Every time I eat a lot of like salty food, I break out. And it affects my confidence, especially with what I'm doing. I'm facing people. And when I do have like, my period, my skin is so dry, oily, breaks out everywhere. My hair is nasty. Seriously, like I feel like I'm so ugly. And hearing your stories, hearing the truth about beauty and whatnot, it's not just really like from within. It is also how you really take care of yourself outside, and that what makes you very special, because you are there to teach us how to do it. So my question is, and I really want you to show you, I believe in your products as much as you really believe in your products. That's why you are here. Can you show us your products? This is the time for you to shine.
There are 2 main products that I love in Beauty Counter that I always use. The first one is this overnight resurfacing peel. I like it because it doesn't irritate my skin, and then the next day I feel like, it's totally renewed. So I like that. And it's not as harsh because I've used several peels before, and some of them are like, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm so dry, irritated, or I feel like I had Botox because it's just like I can't move my face. So this is totally my favorite. And then that's for the skincare. And for me, I'm a lipstick person, but my favorite is the sheer lipstick because it's not too much. It's just like that little boost of color without looking like a big clown with big lipstick, because I have thin lips. And if I use like red lipstick, it look like I got a red line in there.
I'm
So
guilty
these
of
are
that.
two of my favorite products from Beautycounter.
So I'm super excited to talk to you all about Beautycounter. First of all, from a business owner's point of view, there is no overhead with this company. It's all online. So that's positive number one. You don't have to buy stock and then hope to sell it. No, everything's online. So if you work with a customer or a client, they order online. And I think it gets shipped very quickly to their house. Another thing I love about Beautycounter is that they are a safer beauty option, right? So they have over 1,800 chemicals that they vow not to put into their products. So their claim to fame, if you will, is safer for you. And I don't know one person in these times who don't want safer products to be putting onto their body. Some of my favorites are, and what I'm wearing right now is I'm wearing Dew Skin number 2. So I've already skin prepped. So I've cleansed, I've toned, I've moisturized, I have my eye creams done. This has SPF. So this is on, and I cover the Dew Skin up with Honey Tint Skin. Right? So this does not have SPF and it's buildable. So this is what I'm actually wearing right now. Then what I do is I take the bronzer and I take let me get a brush here. I love Beautycounter's synthetic brushes, by the way. Love them. So here's the bronzer. You can see it has a detachable mirror. And you just create a nice 3. So it goes like this. So quick, easy. In fact, this is what I'm using on my eyes. I did not have a lot of time to get right. I have no eyeshadow on. It's just the bronzer. And then I go like this on the side. Call it a day right there.
Nice.
You take, do I have the blush here? Then you take the blush. And you just smile, tap, tap, tap. And blend. And I just feel like not even putting eyeshadow on, I have mascara on and eyeliner and Beautycounter's lipstick, and you have a quick
nice
look.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, this is so inspiring. Honestly, I feel like I'm so giddy. I want to use your products now.
See, Jenny, you can use the bronzer as an eyeshadow, which is super too as well.
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And makeup, it's nice to have. It adds a little bit of self-confidence to people, I must say. But people can see right through you because of how you act, the way you establish relationships, how you interact with people. That's how they build a picture of you, and they can see right through that. And so for me, my advice is always be conscious, be kind, overall being nice. That's what I wanted to say. So if everyone thought the same way, like what a beautiful world would be, right? but we can start within ourselves, because that's where beauty comes from. And you know, there's so many things going on right now around the world, and we're pointing fingers whose fault it is, but really we should be looking at ourselves, because we're not doing anything to change things. If we become like, if we change ourselves into being a better person and treating others better, then that pays that forward, and we can have a better world, I think. I don't know, I'm just thinking a little bit too ideal, but it may be a long shot, but it's not impossible. So that's my advice. Thank you.
I'm a strong believer that beauty really comes from within. When you are happy, you are glowing, it really shows. You don't need any makeup, you don't need anything at all. But then as a mom of four, I learned that we can't be always happy at all times. And that's when some helpers really goes a long way, like a little powder, little lipstick, a little mascara. Something that can make you pretty on the outside is actually a mood booster. It gives you confidence. It gives you something to look forward to. You know, if you feel crappy and you look crappy, well, guess what? You are in a desperate situation. So if you are at least sad or a little depressed, put something nice on, maybe a nice shirt or some makeup. It will really be a big plus on you.
Beauty on the inside and out. And I tell this to my students as well. This is fun. Have fun with it. But the inside makes you a beautiful person as well. And I point this out to my students. You know, it's one thing if you look at what you perceive to be beautiful and then that person has a nasty attitude, not so beautiful anymore. Or that person who you might think of as just maybe not as beautiful, but has such a great personality, and you want to be around that person, and they're just like so beautiful to you. So it's a little bit of the whole package. So be kind, be gentle, be loving, and then you deserve it for yourself to put that mascara on, to put on the high heels, to put on the dress that makes you feel good, and just walk a little taller, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Melissa?
I just have one more quick little plug. I wrote this book back in 2012. It's called You Have a Purpose. And
Wow.
it's about being a beautiful person from the inside. And so I'll read you ladies just a small portion of it.
Yes, please.
That's so cool.
You are loved, valued, beautiful, sweet, smart, cherished, precious, and thought about often. You bring joy, happiness, pride, strength, comfort, and love. You are an important person. That's just a little snippet from the book,
Amen.
but it is exactly what Burns was saying and Rochi what we're all saying.
Yes. Wow. Thank you so much, Melissa, for sharing some of the excerpts in your book. I can't wait to read the whole thing. I do have a book of love, and it's all about self-care, self-love, self-respect, self-compassion. So if we are really happy and feeling that light from within, it will really show up. You're not going to have a fake smile. You're always going to have this beautiful energy that you are going to share to other people. And so I guess that being beautiful from the outside has really something to do from the inside. And thank you so much for sharing that again, Melissa.
Hi, I'm Melissa Charter and owner of Connecticut Beauty Secrets, a facial room in Gales Ferry, Connecticut. I am a licensed esthetician as well as a makeup artist, author, and educator. Being able to be featured on Expose and Express online talk show has given me the opportunity to reach other people who want to listen to what I have to say, reach other people to connect with and to combine our experiences to help other people. And in this case, it happens to be inner and outer beauty. I feel like they were very prepared. I was sent questions ahead of time, so I knew exactly what the conversation would be like. I had a great opportunity to be featured with these wonderful people globally. It's a global show, so I get to not only talk about how I'm able to help others, but I'm able to learn from the community in which they provide, the platform that they provide for all of us to come together for the greater good of humankind. One thing that I've learned through this pandemic is that my business, even though I own a facial room where you can go in person to receive facials, waxing services, makeup application, is that Beauty Counter. Yes, it is a B corporation. Yes, it is a safer and cleaner beauty company, but it has allowed me to maintain my relationship with my clients because they have an online platform. So they made it easy for me. It's a great company. Anything that's safer for the environment as well as human beings, I'm on board. So when I was communicating with my clients during this pandemic, I was able to offer them services through this online business. So it's been a way to say, I'm still here. I still care about your needs. I still want to help you with your skin. And in a short amount of time, you get to see me again soon.
Thank you so much for watching Expose and Express online talk show. I hope that you enjoyed this episode as much as we do. And I want to thank my co-host, Burns, Irina, and Rochi, and of course, our beautiful guest, Melissa. Bye! Woo! Shake it, shimmy, shimmy.